Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm. Have you ever wondered if there is intelligent life on other planets? Even Carl Sagan stated that it would be astonishing to me if there weren't extraterrestrial intelligence. We are in a galaxy of approximately 200 billion star systems, and our galaxy is just one of another 200 billion different galaxies in our universe alone. Now, for the spiritual seeker, there has never been any doubt about intelligent life on other planets. From Swedenborg, an early 18th century mystic, to today's prophets, seers, channelers, hypnotists like Dolores Cannon or Neil Donald Walsh or Bashar, we have a lot of material and books describing the societies on other planets. Now, each society is very unique, but they also have certain components in common. And when we compare these components that they have in common with our own life here on Earth, we are in for a little surprise, because we will find out that although we think we are pretty sophisticated, compared with them, our life is still rather primitive. Now, let's look at 12 different characteristics or principles that beings in these higher evolved societies believe in and live every day.
They deeply care for their environment. They are in constant positive communication with their environment. They would never think of spoiling, polluting, or exploiting in order to make a profit. They know that they cannot live without the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms, and they also know that any harm done to one is done to all. For them, all life is sacred. They would never kill others or go to war. For them, it would be like killing part of divinity. They would also never enslave, kill, or even eat an animal. The thought of eating body parts of another sentient being would never enter their mind. They would also never use animals for labor, or laboratory testings, or entertainment. They deeply respect their own body. They would never harm or pollute their own body. Just consuming something because it tastes good but is bad for the body would make no sense to any highly evolved being. The idea of smoking, alcohol, or drugs is totally alien to them. They don't own anything. They are more like stewards of things, but not owners. They are not running around and declaring this is mine and that is mine. Why are we so obsessed to own stuff? We even go so far that we own people like slaves, wives, and children. They share everything. The idea of hoarding stuff for oneself is alien to them. They share everything that they have with anybody who needs it. There is no wealth inequality. Compare that here on Earth, where an estimated 20,000 children starve to death every day. Their goal is simplicity. Highly evolved beings enjoy simplicity in their homes and their environment. It keeps their mind and heart uncluttered. Leonardo da Vinci reminded us a long time ago that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. They have total honesty. They do not lie, have secrets, or deceive each other in any way. Their form of communication is telepathy, which makes hiding anything from others virtually impossible. Telepathy requires total openness and honesty. They respect their elders. They don't have old age homes. In their communities, the elders are honored, revered, and play a vibrant part. In many societies, the elders are in charge of bringing up the young ones because they have the patience, the wisdom, the deep understanding that is often lacking in the young birth parents. They respect the uniqueness of everyone. They never compete with each other. There are no competitions where winning is the goal. Everyone is unique and therefore cannot be compared or compete with anybody else. Compare that with our ego that always wants to be the first and the best. They live in small settlements. They do not live in noisy, gigantic, polluted cities. They are aware of nature's healing energies and live in small groups across the countryside. They deeply trust the universal laws. Worry, hate, fear, jealousy, and any other negative emotions are not common among them. They know exactly how the universe works. They have deep understanding that everything works itself out in the end and everything happens for their evolutionary progress, meaning it happens for them and not to them. They live in unity and connected with divinity. They do not divide their planet up into many tribes, nations, or countries. They all live in unity and love and the awareness of the one universal spirit, the one we call God. Highly evolved beings live in the old stream of God and feel totally connected with God.
This leaves us with the question, why are we so much behind these highly evolved societies? And the answer, as I see it, is twofold.
Firstly, it is our ego's obsession with our physical body. Have you ever noticed that virtually all our industries that run this world are for the comfort, the pleasure and preservation of our physical body? The military, the health industry, travel industry, car industry, transport, and so on and so on. They are all focusing on our physical body, but we are not our body. Our body is merely the vehicle for our soul, just like the car is a vehicle to drive around in. But our ego totally identifies with our body, and therefore we think we are our body. In my short video about the ego, I go a bit deeper into this subject. Beings in these higher evolved civilizations have a more balanced approach. They give equal attention to the development of the mind, the soul, and the body. And here is the second reason.
Here on Earth, we are unaware of the grand unity of everything. We predominantly rely on our outer senses, like our eyes, and therefore we don't see this grand connectedness of everything. We believe in separation from each other, separation from the rest of the world, and most of all, separation from divinity. And that's why, compared to the other civilizations on highly evolved planes, we are still rather primitive. But it is my hope and belief that eventually we here on Earth will catch up. Thank you for watching.